Ba-da-dun-dun.
Ba-da-dun-dun-dun.
Da-da-dun-dun.
Welcome to the CryptoCast
With Lete
and Jason.
Let's go.
Let's get into business.
Today we're going to talk about investing.
Investing.
I already told you I'm investing in stock a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I got invested, I think I was like 18 when I got invested.
Damn.
I had a class in high school that was talking about how you can make more money. And I was like, why are other people not doing this? Like, what the heck? I need to get my money right, you know?
Yeah. Was it a Dave Ramsey by chance?
No, it was a teacher. It was like my economics teacher.
Nice.
Yeah. And she was teaching us about this. And I was like, Mom, do I have stock? And then my grandma actually started, she was involved in banking and she started a stock account for all of her grandchildren.
Grandma.
Mm-hmm. And then we could access it when we turned 18.
Wow.
Shout out to Grandma.
Shout out to Grams.
Grandma Ducks, I love you. R.I.P.
Oh, R.I.P. She hooking it up.
She hooked up the bag for me.
Yeah. I mean, I love investing because it's like my money can make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my money sits there, but if I put into investments, it just kind of, I mean, it goes up and then it goes down and it goes up, but it's been going up. So
yeah. Well, I was reading the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad the other day, and it was talking about how wealthy people have their money make money for them. They don't work for money.
Yeah.
Their money makes money.
Exactly.
And so now I'm getting into this space of like, okay, now I know like the key to wealthy people, or I know like some of the tricks that they're doing that I wasn't thinking about doing before, or I was never taught.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different like forms of investing, right?
Yeah.
You can invest in stocks, you can invest in real estate, you can invest in like goods and products, you can invest in people that work for you and in turn make you more money. Lots of different ways to invest.
I didn't think about that.
I think of that as an investment.
That is an investment.
Absolutely.
Hiring someone who knows more about something than you do.
Mm-hmm. Helping you grow your business. Just like, when you're starting a business out, sometimes you got to fork over like 100, 200,000 and maybe you don't see a return, but if you have a good plan and everything goes right, maybe in 3 to 4 years, you're making triple that a year.
That's true. And that's an asset, right? Would you consider that an asset?
I would consider that it's hard when you get into like different assets. That's kind of like the main problem that's going on with crypto right now. Like with the government is like, what is crypto? They're trying to classify it as an asset.
Well, you just hopped into crypto. Oh, okay. So your brain just automatically went from like, we're talking about assets, but then you're like, is crypto an asset?
Exactly. I'm not exactly sure if you can call it an asset. Maybe I just think of it as like a successful company.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So what are assets considered? More like the real estate route where you're buying a house, flipping it maybe, or selling it for more when the market's right.
Exactly.
And stocks.
Yeah.
That's and I guess crypto now.
Yep. Yeah. That's my understanding of it. So you want to buy something that's at a lower price and you want to do a lot of research and see like where it could potentially head.
Right.
And if you find something that has really good value, it's a good thing to like park your money in something like that, because in the long run that could be like 5 times the value. And
you did stock investment before you started investing in crypto.
Yeah. So I was big into stocks for, I want to say 3 years. And I just loved it. It was like awesome. My money was making money. Like I was trading. It felt like almost like kind of powerful and cool. Cause it's like, hey, I'm like making money on my phone trading. Like nobody was really like doing it. I think it was like 2017, Robinhood just first came out and it was like zero fees. So you had like E-Trade, all the different investment accounts, and they're all like, you have to put, if you want to buy even like $50, like $50, it would charge you like a $7 fee to buy and sell. And so then Robinhood came out and that was completely free. You could buy a stock, sell a stock. Didn't have any fees. And everyone was like, dude, this is a scam. Don't use this app. It's going to take all your money. So that's how I got started with investing, was actually Robinhood.
Okay.
And
I've heard mixed reviews about Robinhood.
Yeah. So
has it changed over the years?
It has.
Okay.
I personally hated it. Like after 1 year of using it, And it didn't take long for the big companies like E-Trade to catch on to the zero fee thing. So after like a year or two, everybody went to zero fees. So once that happened, got my money out of Robinhood, went to E-Trade.
What do you mean by zero fee?
Zero fee to like buy and sell. So you don't have to pay, like before you'd have to pay commission to buy and sell, like whenever you want to trade a stock. So Robinhood was just free.
So how do they make money?
Like subscription services, I think. And I'm not exactly sure like what their revenue is.
It's not like that anymore, right?
It's still free.
It's still free.
Yeah, they're all free.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what.
Are not all the stocks on the exchange? Like maybe it's like the stocks on the back end are paying to get in, or you just don't even know?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I have no idea about Robinhood. I've just heard like mixed things. I've heard something happened on Robinhood where like they tricked the market or something. What was that?
So they're able to control their entire platform. So when there was the big GameStop and AMC squeeze, which is something that I definitely took part in, all the Robinhooders at one point, it was going up so hard. And there was a lot of these big companies that were invested in Robinhood. They were losing money because they were shorting GME and AMC. And so Robinhood just halted all trades. So if you're on Robinhood, you couldn't buy, you couldn't sell. And a lot of people got screwed over because of it. It happened for like a long period of time too. Like,
yeah, I remember reading about it in the news. It was like updates every day about it. I mean, I didn't read into like a scholarly article or something that was in depth. It was just, you know, the little things you get in the morning with a paragraph of what's going on. And I was like, dude, this Robinhood sounds sketchy.
Yeah. And it happened again too, is like once with GME and then AMC. And I was just like, man, Robinhood actually turned out to be a scam. Like everybody was right at the beginning. Really funny.
I don't understand how they can hold people's money. Like, I guess because it's in their app. So when it goes in their app and it's in, I guess, their control, they can choose to do it what they want.
Yeah, exactly. Super centralized. Like they have full power over your money and what you can do.
And so that's why crypto is good, because no one can have that control of your money.
It's not one. Yeah, there's nobody that can control it like that.
Right.
That's the whole decentralized word and everything like that. That's where you hear that from. It's not one person that can just control all of it. The other thing with Robinhood too is that they do offer crypto. Their thing with crypto is they actually don't have like a wallet. So when you're buying crypto with Robinhood, you're almost buying fake coins because you can't trade the coins out of Robinhood into a wallet. You're just buying like pretty much a print of paper that's like, this is how much, like you just bought 0.25 Ethereum. That's how much you bought. You can sell it when it like, makes a gain, or you can, however you want to do it, but it's not actually like the coin. You can't send it to your MetaMask or do anything like that.
I don't even know what MetaMask is, but
we'll get into that later.
Okay. I was like, I don't even know where to send it, where to do anything. Okay. So you were invested in stock. Are you still invested in stock? Like, is it something that you're still taking part in, or are you all in crypto right now?
I'm all in crypto.
All in.
Yeah.
Would you consider that's like putting all of your eggs in one basket?
Yes, definitely.
That's something you're not supposed to do, right?
Definitely not supposed to do it. Yeah, like I was in stocks up until like February 2021. And then I liquidated it all, went all into crypto just because it was like so awesome when I was learning. It was just one cool thing after the other. And stocks were getting kind of boring to me. Everything was super manipulated, like especially after all that Robinhood stuff went down.
Because the big what is it, brokers in New York were exposed.
Yeah, like all the hedge funds. And it's been going on for so long. They're just manipulating the markets like crazy. And I just didn't see I guess potential. Like I didn't see like the 5-year potential for stocks. I thought of it as a lot lower as the 5-year potential for crypto.
Well, yeah, I could see that too.
Yeah. So I'm like, I do some short-term trading, but I like to look like longer term for sure.
So you're kind of putting your money in where like you see it in the long term. So right now you might be getting highs and highs in crypto, but also low lows where you might be like getting a ton of money and then losing all of your money left and right. But you think out of everything within 5 years, you're going to be making more money than you would through the ups and downs, as in the stability of
the stock market. Yeah, I really think so. It's impossible to say like in 5 years from now, like who really knows what's going to happen.
Right.
It's just kind of my thesis right now. And Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be rich one day, poor the next day, rich the next, poor the next. It's a crazy roller coaster, but I feel like it's also teaching me a lot more about investing, trading, analyzing companies.
So it's almost like you're learning a lesson by having to, because like when you're
Yeah.
all invested,
Oh, yeah.
there's no half-assing anything. It's not
Exactly.
like, oh, well, I'll figure it out. Because that's where I feel like I am right now. Like I have a few investments, but I haven't moved anything ever in crypto. Like I just put it in there and stayed there. I'm like, let's check it today. And I am kind of like, okay, whatever. And I'm doing that thing that people say, like holding it, they're hodling,
Hodl, yeah.
which is what?
You're a hodler.
What's that mean?
Hold on for dear life.
Hold on for dear life.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a hodler. I mean, I don't want to be a hodler forever, but right now, like in the newness, that's where I feel comfortable.
And that's honestly might be like the best way to go. If you look at the history of crypto, like since 2009, 2010, so there's a market cap. So like all the coins are ranked based off how much money they have in them. So Bitcoin has always been the number one in terms of market cap.
Because it was first.
It was first, yeah, and it just made the most sense. And then people started to build other things like Ethereum and then other DeFi protocols after that. Pretty much where I'm getting at is since 2010, Bitcoin's been at the top, like top 10 market cap. Other than that, everything else, Ethereum too has been up there, like 1 and 2. Everything else has changed. So it's like, it makes sense to maybe hodl Bitcoin and Ethereum, but when it comes to the other altcoins, for me, it doesn't make sense to hold on to them for like 4 or 5 years, just because in the past history, nothing stayed.
Well, the history is so short. I think that's why other people are nervous to invest, or they're skeptical, or they think it's a scam, because they're like, there's literally no history here to show you where their market gains are, how they've been successful in the past. You know, like I'm invested in Disney for stock, and it's like Disney has a pretty great record. You know, they've been around for many years. I go to Disney World. Like it's something that I do and use. And so some of the stock I buy are stocks that I actually spend money on.
That's a great way of doing it.
Yeah. So how can you do that with crypto? Like if you want to invest in crypto, like what are you using that you're actually going to be owning?
Yeah. So like, I mean, we do have the history for Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin,
I mean, it's a short history.
It's short.
Comparative.
Yeah. Yeah. It's over a decade, still short comparatively. But that's a good starting point. Like just get some Bitcoin, just hold some Bitcoin, because.
But it's so expensive.
It is, but you can buy a part of a Bitcoin.
I know, but I'm greedy. I want the whole thing.
You want the whole thing.
I want it all.
Let's just say if you were to buy Bitcoin, you know, at like 35,000 and you got half a Bitcoin or maybe like a quarter of a Bitcoin, however much that would cost you, 7 to 10,000. And then Bitcoin ends up going to 200K. Would you be upset if you didn't own a whole Bitcoin?
When you put it like that, no, but I don't know. Like, I don't like owning half of something rather than the whole thing. Like, it doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, no, I get that for sure. And I think that's like a really good point. That's where a lot of people are like, oh, I want to buy Dogecoin when Dogecoin was super cheap. I mean, it's still cheap. Or Shiba, it's like, it has so many zeros. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, what if this goes to $1? Like I have 4 million coins.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, you know, they think it's going to go to $1, and
it's almost like you feel like you're getting a sell price.
Exactly.
So it's like, because I've seen some, I guess, coins, which is just like the cryptocurrency that it is, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a cent or something crazy. And I'm like,
right.
Oh my gosh, I can get 100 of these for $1. Like, let's go. But in actuality, that doesn't make a difference really.
No, it doesn't, because it's based off of the circulating supply against the price. So if it has a really high circulating supply, you could get like, 5 million coins for $20. But those are always like way more risky. They're mostly meme coins and stuff, which, you can make a lot of money, but you have to know what you're doing. You can't overinvest in those things because you could get really rich. The majority of people are going to lose their money.
Okay. So to tile this that we're saying in stock market, crypto, I feel like we're seeing stuff happening in the crypto space, or what I've done my little research on is I'm hearing like similar things to what people were saying at the beginning of the stock market. Like, it's a scam. How do I know what to invest? Like, what should I invest in? Oh, this went up. Like, I feel like similar conversations are happening.
Exact same. And that's another reason why like this is so exciting, because like when we had the dot-com bubble back in like, you know, the end of the 90s and the start of 2000s, all these same conversations were being had about the internet. You know, the internet was becoming live. There was all these tech stocks that were super cheap. Everybody's like, you know, the internet's going to be the future. It's going to be the future. And it had a crazy run and then crashed for like 10 or 12 years. And didn't return until, it took a long time to return.
Could you see the crypto market crashing for 10 or 12 years?
Anything's possible, for sure. Anything's possible. At the rate that we've been growing and adopting like into real world uses, I can't see it happening because we're actually using crypto now. Like, you can buy Tesla merch with Dogecoin, believe it or not. You can.
That's true. At my church for the giving portion, you know, that's like give what other tithe. It had a cryptocurrency option.
No.
Yes, I swear. I go to Mosaic in Hollywood. Tithe? Yeah.
What?
You can do that. But in my mind, like, why would people want to use cryptocurrency to buy things? Because it could be way more worth way more in the future.
And that's why these big business people are accepting cryptocurrencies, because they're seeing it as, we'll take your cryptocurrency, like you give us the payment, we're going to hodl this and we're going to hodl it for 10 years. So that's what they're thinking. You know, there's some real estate people doing that in Texas where they're accepting rent in Bitcoin and all that stuff in Bitcoin. And so it's like, you got to think of it from the consumer aspect. Like, why would they be accepting Bitcoin if they think Bitcoin's going to go down? Like, why would they want to accept Bitcoin as a payment?
So the smartest thing to do is not to necessarily spend your cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or whatever, but to invest in other maybe smaller projects. Yeah,
definitely. And definitely have like, you know, when you're investing, you want to have a good source of revenue, like a good source of income, maybe like a few different ones, so that if you are investing and, you know, it doesn't go well, you're still making money and you'll be able, you know, you won't be completely screwed.
Yeah. So like me, I know I'm not super into crypto yet, but I want to explore, and I have some in there, but I've heard that you shouldn't put anything more than you're not willing to lose. Like, I feel like that's why I'm not super emotional with my money in there when I see it go up and go down, because I'm like, I had the mindset of knowing that I might never get this back.
Yeah. It's a good mindset to have. You also want to have the mindset of like, I want to make money. A big thing for me is like, scared money doesn't make money. If you have a lot of money, like a huge capital, you can play it a safe way and you're just going to gradually increase. And that's a good way to do it. But if you don't have a huge capital, scared money isn't going to make money.
So you can have a small capital or like a gradual growth in crypto as well, like a safer route to go. And
yeah, I mean, it's hard to say safe, right? Just because how volatile everything is. But Bitcoin has always been going up. Ever since it started.
No, I mean, it went to 60 and then 30.
Yeah. But it was, you know, it started at like half a cent, less than half a cent. So like when you track it all the way back, the chart may look like, oh, it has this crash, you know, up crash, but it's constantly going up.
Moving.
Yeah. And for 10 years to sustain like an uptrend in a graph that's pretty good. That's really, really good. And without any like real utilization too, it's impressive to see.
Okay. So what is someone that you would give, like, for me, what advice would you give me moving forward? So I have some in stock. I'm happy with that, but I want to experiment more or I want to try some new things.
Gotcha. Well, nothing I'm saying is financial advice, obviously, you know, do your own research, but
yeah, I'm not going to completely listen to you. Like I go to you for advice, but like, I'll do my own stuff too.
The questions that you brought up are really good. Like, you know, you don't overinvest. If you're okay with losing some money and you want to take a risk, like calculate the risk out. Like how much risk to reward do I want to make? So maybe allocate 5 to 10 of your like percentage of your portfolio into crypto and see how it goes from there.
Okay.
Just like a good starting out point.
Okay. And I feel like this is probably for a different episode, but like, when do you hold? When do you buy? When do you all that stuff? Because I feel like there's so much money there that I'm just like missing out. Like I've seen stuff go like double and I'm just like, oh, cool. It's double today. But I never pulled it. I was just like, all right. And then the next day I'm like, oh, wow, it's down. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's really hard to time, like super hard to time. So that's why if you're new, like just getting used to it, just mess around and, you know, buy a little crypto and just watch it for a little bit and see how it goes. Even for me, I've been trading for a long time and I can't time anything perfectly. Like I have a strategy that works out, but you know, sometimes I'll miss out on like a 50x because I sold.
And a 50x is just like, it goes up 50 times.
Yeah. So if you put $1 in, you get 50 back. Nice. So it's like, I just made 6 or 7x. I take all my money out and then, you know, I check a month later and it's up 150x and I'm like, wow, it's painful. Wow. But at the same time, like I made a 6x or whatever. So you can't be mad. And it all comes down to greed, I think, too. Yeah. You got to really just set it in stone for yourself. Like, what do I want? What do I want to make from this?
Okay, awesome. I love this advice. Like just babies. It's like it's a baby step thing. I think people just see people go to the moon and they're like, I want to do that. Yeah. But I think those same people probably took baby steps as well, or just got like super lucky.
Yeah. You can get super lucky and like beat the best traders, beat the best financial analysts. And I mean, you just made way more money than them. You bought at the perfect time. You sold at the perfect time. You just made a ton of money and it's like, boom, almost better than everyone. And then there's people that analyze like me all day. Yeah. And I can't, and it's like, I see some person, you know, what did he put like 5,000 or 6,000 into Shiba and then cashed out a couple billion. And it's
no way.
Yeah. Shiba was a bad one for me too. I could have made a lot of money on Shiba.
Yeah. I don't even know what Shiba is. Probably a lot of people that are new don't either. But
it's meme coins. We could definitely have like
we can have a whole meme.
Oh, well, we can have a whole meme podcast.
Meme podcast. Yeah. Okay. But for right now, I like the advice you gave. So baby steps. Don't really invest anything you're not willing to lose. Yeah. And it depends on if you're trying to just gain money or learn about it.
Exactly.
Because I think I'm afraid to be trading it because I just want to make money. And I think I need to change my mindset to like, I need to learn about this so then I can make money.
Exactly. And if you don't have money into it, it's hard to learn because it's easy to just watch charts like coins go up and down. But when you don't have your money into it and like how to manage your emotions while you're on that like up and down, I don't think you're ever really going to know. Unless you actually got some skin in the game.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to try to put my skin in the game, I guess, Nora. That sounds weird. That sounds really weird. I'm going to put my skin in the game. I feel like I'm like holding a football, but like, get your skin in the game, my guy. Like about to chest bump someone. I don't know.
I hate football.
I like football.
Titans lost. I hate football.
Okay. We're going to we're just going to stop it here. We're not going into a rant, but that was a good episode.
That was good.
Yeah. About stock versus crypto.
Had some technical issues and got it fixed out.
Yeah. We had some technical issues before this. It sounded like Jason was just farting nonstop.
It's like, we didn't stop.
But it's over. We'll see you guys next time. We don't know how often we're going to have these. Maybe like 2, 3 a week. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. But
find a good sweet spot.
We'll see you next time on the Crypto Cast.
Peace out.